Stevie Lou, whatever should we do to infringe on Kiki's joy? Makes him a nasty, nasty boy. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? He may want to ice your face when his brain's in outer space. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Think he's down with Musk and Trump, and he'll fly to Mars to do a bump. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Denizen of Mars and Earth, this guy is so devoid of mirth. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Brags what's in his pants like it's a medieval ant, but upon greater inspection, it's only J.D. Vance. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Be it bird or be it a plane? From all the data gathered, he got Neanderthal.
Fucking thing. Trying to howl like a dog, but not be too loud. Still early in the morning here in the AM. 8:20 a.m. on the East Coast in beautiful New York City. Cold, and there's some rain in the forecast. This is the news and weather on the 10s with Stevie Lou. I am Stevie Lou, reporting to you live from the Lou helicopter here high above New York City, elevated high above New York City. Let's see if we can change our altitude and get a little higher. What do you say? Good morning. If you're down with the Lou, or you ain't, I don't give a fuck. Just throw it up. Throw up the L's. Yes. Oodles of toodles. Time to crack open a new puck of rosin. Holy shit. That's what the kids are doing these days. If you don't know what that is, then you ain't with the Lou. You don't know what to do. So. Oh boy, that's oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I had to talk a little loogie there. But everything is better now. Man. Female cop. Shout out to Mersh. It was a weak hit. Jesus Christ. Drunken. I mean, this is some pretty high test shit. So, sorry, I'm just I'm texting my friends here. I'm live on YouTube right now. Sorry, I had some friends messaging me about fish, as a matter of fact, the fish band from Vermont. I know there's a lot of fish fans in this world. But I have some friends just hitting me up about fish coming to town in New York City, Madison Square Garden this summer. So yeah, they do want me to talk about the Gilgo Beach Killer. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. At one point I was being accused of being the Gilgo Beach Killer, so I'm really glad that they found that man and put him to justice. Yeah, just trying to wake the lungs up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, let's just let's just lake up. Everything is Lou, please. Carlos Danger wants me to go members only. Is there spammers in the chat? I don't want that. If there's spammers in the chat, I can't have that. I don't want that. Hello, Carlos Danger. Good morning. Thank you very much from Dan of Nice Podcast, Stupid, for warming you folks up and setting the table for me. I'll take it from here, Dan, and I hope you have a safe flight on your way to go. I don't know, smuggle your butt drugs into the country. I don't know what he does, that guy, but I'm a big fan of his. Dan of Nice Podcast, Stupid. Right now, he's looking for his next Deb. So if you think that you could be the next Deb, hit that guy up. I know he's just flying solo these days. He's either flying solo or he's doing it with the Duke. So thank you very much, Dan, for doing it. It is Saturday morning. Oh, come on. This fucking guy. This asshole in the chat. Assholes in the chat. Listen, let's go and do a couple things. Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the subscribe button. Let's hit the notification bell. Let's open up your membership tabs. And then also, let's shoot me a little Venmo. You see that there? Beep, 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 beep. Or PayPal. Beep, 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 beep. That's all you got to do. And then we're in business. That's what we call it. Business. This is show business. I am a performer, entertainer, and I am doing that now for you, the audience, the lunatics. That's what we call our audience. If this is your first time, they want to know where live on YouTube. Hold on one second. Jesus, it's like you go live on YouTube, and all of a sudden your friends, they want to know, where are you live? Sec, let me send them the link. Not the link. The link. You know what I mean. Let me get them. Actually, how do I? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share, copy link, and send that over to them. Maybe they'll watch. If you see our viewer count go up by 1 or 2 in the next few moments, I want everyone to wave to my friends Benji and actually, I don't want to say their names, but they are my good pals. Said they're coming to town for fish in July. So incredible news. I mean, I'm sharing it with you here. So this is a sharing and caring podcast. I got my boy Mick E checking in. Let's see. Yep, look at that. The viewer count, I just saw it, went from 12 to 13. So they must be here. Hello. And then my other friends are here too. It's great. It's my old friends. And then you, my new friends. Audio is tweaky. God damn it. Please don't tell me. When embarrassing myself and let's see. Yeah. Look at that. Thank you. Who the hell was that? Megan. I feel like a fucking regular old schmule
A regular old Shmuel Buckman. I'll tell you what, as much as we like to bust Shmuel's balls, there's a lot going on these streams with the devices and the settings and the yada yada. So if a man of my stature has problems with it occasionally, I can see how an old doddering fool like Shmuel Buckman could have an issue. Shout out to Shmuel Buckman. Shmuel Buckman going head to head with Mersh right now. If you're not aware, that is the showdown that's currently popping off. You know, me personally, I'm absolutely team Mersh on this. And not just because Shmuel's a dipshit, and not just because Shmuel's a smug motherfucker, and not just because Shmuel's said a lot of fucked up, weird things about me, and not just because Shmuel is a very unlikable man who allows his dog to just piss all over the carpet of a casino, and not just because Shmuel is a melting dick, excuse me, a melting ball washer, and not just because. Okay, I wonder how far I could have taken that. Look at this, Jesse Angel in the house. Good morning, darling. Look at this, balls deep in the house. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Oh seven, sir. Shmuel is Chewy Werthers. He can only get so hard. Holy shit. That sounds like you wrote that one yourself, Balls. I've never heard that before. But that's my buddy Balls Deep, one of the only male moderators here. I guess at one point I had to get a little bit of testosterone on my mod team with the wrench. The only wrench with an actual wrench, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, and also the fucking Shmuel with the camera moving around, following him with the fucking AI eyes and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I personally tune into Shmuel for the fucking bugging eyes. I think it's like it's his thing. It's his calling card. If Shmuel didn't have the bug eyes, he didn't have Shmuel. As a matter of fact, the beautiful and lovely and smart, intelligent, and clean cut Scarlett Hampton was quite the charmer and just a little peach pie on the Misery Loves Company program earlier this week that I happened to be appearing on myself. I did maybe come off a little too hard on the lady, and I know that's not a good look for this thing here, this me. So I'm hoping to maybe try to find some sort of common ground with Scarlett someday, and maybe we can just hash it out, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Scarlett was on air, and she dropped this new. I guess it's like a phenomenon. I think the kids are going to be doing this all next weekend at Rodney's, and potentially like this may be the next TikTok craze. But yeah, Scarlett, and I give Scarlett all the credit for this one, but she did incorporate or invent a new term that's called "I'm schmuling you." So, and this is all her. She said, I'm schmuling you. So we usually throw the L's up. If you haven't thrown the L up, you just put the L with your fingers and you put it on your forehead like this. And this is just throwing up the L. We do that here. If you're a lunatic, we hit the like button. And now we schmule you. So if you're feeling funky, just throw yourself a little schmule. L, schmule, L, gunshot, schmule, L, gunshot, schmule, gunshot, L. Okay. So that's where we're at. these days. Look at this. Mickey is he's schmuling it. Who would have thought, though, it's April 25th, 2026, and Shmuel Buckman would be the lead story in the Davverse right now. Him and Mersh slugging it out right now, and it goes back to some sort of issue with Shmuel inviting Mersh's girlfriend to Las Vegas, which, I mean, what could possibly who would have a problem with that? Who would possibly ever consider that offensive? Like, I'm sure Buckman thought that through and was just making a just nice, kind gesture, right? That's the only reason. There's no way he was trying to. Anyway, I mean, Shmuel is gonna Shmuel. That's what we say in the streets. I didn't choose this Shmuel Buckman life. This Shmuel Buckman life chose me. But yeah, I mean, I guess Shmuel is at the end of the day just trying to deflect or distract from the fact that, a lot of people are saying that he did try to sex traffic Scarlett Hampton in Vegas as well. That was his initial, allegedly. Let me just make sure I say that in case there's legal watching. But allegedly, his plan was to sex traffic Scarlett Hampton. And when you think about it, maybe there was some sort of hidden agenda, they call this, with the whole ice dancer invite. If he was trying to do that, allegedly, with Scarlett, then who knows what he would have tried to do with Ice Dancer if he had gotten her out in Vegas. I've heard people call Shmuel Buckman the white Bill Cosby. I've heard that point blank in multiple circles. They've said, listen, like, just if you're around Shmuel and you're a young, attractive woman, just keep an eye on your drink. Listen, allegedly, this is what I've heard. I want to make sure, yeah, thank you, the dude. So, balls deep, Shmuel versus Mersh, melee weapons only would be a great matchup. He's not wrong. Jackie Proxy, watching Shmuel is fun. First, you wait for him to bring something to the table. Then you realize his lack of talent is the talent. If he could get like a quote, I would put that on like the book jacket cover or on the back of the box right there. This is a perfect quotable. If Shmuley had a publicist, I would make sure you would have asked Jackie if you could use that. Look at this. The eyes, Chico, they never lie. Is that ants though? After I'm trying to like quickly figure out what the ants thing meant, but oh, look at this one. You know what? I'm gonna pull this up real quick because this brings me great joy. Speaking of Shmuley Bombuli, let's throw this up real quick. Let's do a little clip watching, if you will. Look at this.
But I've never
on things to make decisions, and that's how you are. I get it.
This is another time where my mic was not working on the Ray DeVito podcast, Rock Bottom. And interesting thing about this episode, if you want to go back and check this out ever, this night I forget exactly where I was or what I was doing, but I had taken some hallucinogens this night. So I am high as fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever. You brought it up. I wanted to just make that
Yeah.
very clear. I wanted to make it very
I
fucking
am the
clear,
one that
you know?
I am the one that brought it up. You are right.
So again, if he wants to see these, if he ever
No idea what I was talking about. But okay, here we go.
Put him above
Here we go. Has cerebral palsy.
Mike. Everyone at Christmas. Well, thank you, Mike V. Mike V's a good egg. We all like Mike V around here.
Oh wait, hold on. Ryan Yex has cerebral palsy. Okay, yes.
This is Shmuel for knowing who they are.
Yeah, that was
Shmuel's-
Shmuel. Good pull there.
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known Peter Brennan. Hey, Ray, great show. Wishing you and everyone at Christmas. Well, thank you, Mike V. Mike V's a good egg. We all like Mike V around.
This isn't really going anywhere, but that was the last time I think I was, or one of the last times I personally was working on a show with old Shmuley. Mickey, I told Ray you were competing for pay next week, and he was not impressed. Yeah, Ray does not like competition. He's like a pussy. He's not down. He tries to act like he's a big shot, but he's a nervous wreck, can't handle pressure. We've seen it multiple times before with roast battles, with basketball games, and now just the other day when we were on MLC, Bob Levy was on as well. Another L. Throw the L up for Levy. And Bob says that Ray is already hitting him up about next weekend, asking how much he's getting paid, how much time he has to do, all this annoying shit that most comedians don't like immediately start asking as soon as someone invites them to a show like this, especially to come do a guest spot on this Kevin Brennan, Bob Levy, Chad Zumach co-headlining bill at Rodney's May 2nd, which is a week from today, if I've got that right. Yeah, next Saturday, a week from today. So I jokingly came on and I said to Bob, "Hey Bob, how much time am I getting?" And or I said I need 11.5 minutes, and I want to know how much I'm getting paid for it. And I proposed that, hey, you know what? Let's, instead of Ray getting paid automatically, let's have me and him kind of compete to see who does the better set, and then the better set gets paid. So it sounds like Mick E brought that up to Ray, and he was not impressed. Mickey, if you could maybe elaborate on what not impressed means, I'd appreciate it. 2 months of the ski mask anniversary, we doing a stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I've the old ski mask thing reminds me, actually. Thank you, Husey, for bringing that up. Rest in peace, ski mask. I guess it's coming up on 2 years of his passing. Damn, wait, what? No. Was it 2 years ago, or is it one? Wow, like, I start to lose track. Would that have been 2 years? Or is that 1 year? Someone could maybe help me out here with how long has Ski Mask been passed? 1 year. Yeah, damn. Fuck, I can't even get it straight in my own head. Seems longer, actually, now that I think about it. That's why I thought it was 2 years ago. But talk about a bummer. Yeah, man, that was always a tough one. Him and I had done a lot of really fun stuff together, or with some other fools over the years. And yeah, listen, one thing I will say is that you should watch JT the Watcher's Dabble verse live, or no, it's not Dabbleverse live, that's Carl. Whatever show JT's been doing about the road to DabbleCon and Kevin Dumbfuck and yada yada, that show tonight is going to be a banger. And I don't want to act like I don't want to pull the curtain back at all too much, but when he started that show, covering early B Dabbler, Kevin Dumbfuck, and the Pissgate scandal, he's been going back and just rewatching old episodes and adding his commentary, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Shout out to JT. But as soon as he started that, I hit him up immediately because JT and I are on good terms for the most part. But I hit him up and I was like, yo, man, you have to go and look up this Sad Chad episode right after Hackamania, the first Hackamania, or sorry, DabbleCon, and find this episode where Kevin Dumbfuck, Ski Mask, and I like just went off on him. Ski Mask and I were like talking behind the scenes, and we like planned out this whole thing to really just stick it to this dude because we had enough of his attitude and his fucking nonsense. So we kind of colluded to sort of fuck with him in a certain way. And apparently JT has finally got to that episode in the timeline, and he hit me up the other day, and he said that he's going to be using a good portion of the episode in his show tonight. So that will feature a shit ton of Ski Mask and myself in the better days. And honestly, if I can recall, because I went back and I started to watch a little bit of the episode just for old time's sake, which is ironic that Husey brought this up. I believe Ski Mask was sober on that episode. I'm pretty sure he was sober. And that was impressive because he was very rarely sober, especially on air. But that was a little part, like very early on, where he was getting wrecked on air. And like, I'm not trying to act like I'm a fucking saint here because God knows I am not. But I would have the conversation with him off air. I would say, hey, man, it's funny when you're drunk. I get it. But you are a lot better when you're sober and clear on air. And I could say the same thing about myself, too, because I used to drink a lot on air. And looking back at that episode, I've got beers behind me on screen. So how the fuck could I ever try to give this guy solid advice of getting dry if I'm fucking just acting like a clown and getting drunk all the time back then, which I was, and something I've kind of stopped doing. And again, this is not a preachy thing. I'm not an AA guy. I do still have a drink every once in a blue moon. As a matter of fact, I've like been having a single Guinness a lot more often lately after just cutting it out completely. But I've found what works for me, and getting blitzed going on air was definitely not the right deal for me. And clearly, I think that was part of what ended up getting Ski Mask all hung up at the end of the day. But rest in peace, Ski Mask. There are a lot of great episodes and antics, like I said, that we had taken part in. So maybe it would be a good idea to go back and we'll go over some of the old episodes of Sad Chad, some of the old Ski Mask episodes. There was the epic beach show that he put together. That was all him, 100%. I'll give him full credit on that show. You know, he wanted us all to go to this beach in one of the worst towns in Connecticut, which is a usual pretty nice place, but there are like these pockets of hood, and he lived in the hood. and we were one of the only white people on this beach. I'll be very frank about it. And we were wearing speedos, and fucking, I was tripping on acid again. That is kind of my thing. And he was getting loaded, wearing a pink speedo. So yeah, we should go back and look at some of these clips and put them together. Some of the highlights. But there were tons of them, man. Too many to just list off the top of my head, but oh wow, look at this. Breaking news. As a matter of fact, you might call this a spy report. Spy report. No be dabbling live today. Maybe a Cardiff show at 11. So, wow, it kind of changes my outlook on things a little bit. Thank you very much, JD the Watcher, for the heads up. No be dabbling live today. I hope everything is all right in the be dabbler homestead. But I'll do my thing for a little bit then. And I didn't really have too much, but you guys can give it to me here. We can fucking. All right. Yes. Thank you, Kim Nicholson, and shout out Kim Nicholson 420. That's my kind of person. Shout out to the 420 heads. Reminds me to do something. Man, oh man, alive. Let me tell you. That's the stuff. That is the stuff. But yeah, Kim Nicholson, sweetheart, says that the the Chad death pool debacle was last year. So that's correct. Mm. So I asked Mickey to elaborate on how Ray reacted to the idea that he would be competing against me for pay, and he says that he shut Mickey down pretty quickly. He said, "Nope, I'm a professional doing a paid performance. No nonsense. I'm getting paid." Wow. So Ray the professional. That's a very bizarre but decent movie. Leon the Professional. If anybody out there knows that one, some kind of controversy to that whole thing that I don't really. That's for the Melton people, let's just say. But yeah, Ray the Professional is maybe the way that we're looking at this. Ray is a professional comedian who gets paid to perform. He doesn't do bullshit. J-Man Jack 209. Good morning from North Cali. Wake and bake time with Stevie Lou. Yeah, it's funny. You just reminded me of something there, J-Man Jack. I used to do a thing called What Strain You Smoking On when I would first stream years ago. And then this guy OJ started streaming, and suddenly, he went from being a guy who would watch my stream in the morning to he started streaming in the morning, and whoop-de-doo, he started doing the whole little, what strain are you smoking on? I took a little bit of offense to that. Stevie, are you talking about the episode where Kevin didn't get one joke that Ski made and it led to Ski losing it and pulling out a rifle? Yeah, I think that might be a different episode, but maybe it is. Yeah, Sad Chad was an amazing show. Yeah, we should go back and watch those. We did have some good times. There was one episode where Ski Mask had Carl on from WATP, and then he took a phone call from his nurse or something, or his psychiatrist or doctor. It was like a doctor's call in order to get Xanax. And Carl was like stunned. He was like, he thought he was I remember Carl came in thinking he was fucking fancy shoes Carl, and Ski Mask just didn't pay him any mind, and as a matter of fact, like, was taking a phone call about psychiatric drugs instead, which was brilliance. It's like pure brilliance. But Carl was like, if you never seen a guy fucking back on his heels and not sure what to do, he thought he was going to come on to talk shit about Chad. We fucking just threw a knuckleball at him, and that was kind of Ski's trick for sure. He would always zig when you'd think he'd zag, and I see a lot of people out there trying to like do the Ski Mask a bit, and it's all just a facsimile is what I say. So usually re-traumatizing Steve. That's hilarious, Jesse. Yeah, he went dry for a short period, but a period. Yeah, he did try. He had a couple of bouts with sobriety, but it just never could take. I know at one point he had the old I can drink beer and be fine. But yeah, I mean, bottom line was the guy was having seizures like a couple seizures a year. I know there was one bad incident where he was like working at True Value, and he ends up having a seizure while he's at work and scared the shit out of everybody there. And he kept biting his tongue. I'm all right. Let's get the fuck out of this. Let's drop out of that whole thing. It's just it's a bummer when you think about it. There's no other way around it. You feel terrible for his family, his brother and his father. I'm sure I know his father's still on Twitter, and you see his posts every once in a while, and it just fucking breaks your heart. If you have a heart, man, just can't dance around it any other way, man. When you lose a child, they say it's fucking brutal. So, like I said, just a bummer. But shout out to the Panhand, doing big things. All right. Even Panhandler has gotten on me about this before, saying that I fucking am jerking his chain. I'm fucking pulling on his pud. I'm fucking mashing his mushroom. He thinks that I'm beating his bishop. He thinks that I'm fucking stroking his schlong. He thinks that I'm fucking puffing on his pipe. I'm like, listen, man. I'm sorry, I got to stop doing that. It's this. Like when I do this, I start doing that thing. So there's a direct correlation. Anyway, Panhandler, big week, big week. He's been having big weeks back to back. He's definitely he's stringing along wins in the DV, if you'll call it. I know he won't like to hear that. Let's just say in the streaming YouTube world, Panhandler has been putting up numbers. Had a fucking really like at one point I was watching that MLC and I was kind of like, what the holy, like, you just like, he's doing it. What? Because he was going hard at Kevin Brennan, and not a lot of people end up having that chance to give KB shit, and that's always fun. to see someone really try to take the piss out of Kevin Brennan. And Panhandler, I think, has had like months and months of training now with Shmuel that he's ready to fucking pounce. And that was the key to that moment there. His episode on MLC is that he was just fucking real snappy, and I love to see it. And then, yeah, I think him episodes of Shmuel Talk where he's on are the best. It's not every show with Shmuel is and him are the best, but there have been some real great standouts. Check up with the chat. I don't know how these people smoke this evil leaves. Yeah, it's fucking scrambled my brains already. You could see I'm like a fucking half a step off. But there's MGD, my gal, one of my other mods, Stevie's Angels, we call them. Bunch of ladies in here doing my duties as mods, keeping you fucking animals in check. So don't fuck around. Otherwise you'll get your nuts squashed by one of my mods' butt cheeks. What the fuck? All right. Anyway, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and just hit the like button a couple times if you can. But I guess like odd number of times, never no, even. Shit, what am I talking about? It's got to be even so that if you hit it twice, then it would be off. So it's got to be odd number. Yeah. So if you do it 3 times, it'll be back on. If you do it 5 times, the like will still be. All right. Fuck it. I should really quit this weed shit. It's got me hammed up. Okay. Yeah. Let's start to catch up here. This is the Dr. Mega G. It's the hyper buck manizoidation occurring in America. Holy fuck. Yeah, Dr. Mega G seems to be on to something here about like this whole they live motif. I see it. I've been wearing the sunglasses for a long time, Doctor, but I feel like maybe more and more people are starting to also open their eyes. So let's see what happens. Husey Entertainment says Ray has a lot of confidence for a guy who shut down his own chances with Ari Jane and Hope. Well, I don't think he really had a chance with Hope, to be brutally honest. But Ari Jane, yes, he definitely had a chance with Ari Jane, and he totally fumbled that one. Jesse Angel, ski mask inspired me to eat a fish fillet from McDonald's. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm scared. There's another one, MGD. I've been drinking a Heineken keg ever since by myself. I got a keg, pussy. Honky Tonk, Tennessee says, morning, Stevie. Throw the L's up. We're going to give it a ride here for a bit. Saturday morning. We are chilling. Let's see. What can I... Oh, that was loud. That was really gross and loud. Can we watch something? You guys want to watch something? What do you say? You guys tell me. You want to talk about something? You want to watch something? Let's watch something. I'm going to have to feed the cat at some point, too. Jesus Christ. Here.
This is.
I want to play this for you guys. This was from couple years ago when I was on the East Side Dave show. Yeah, here we go. Check this out.
This is the purple plague. I have heard through the grapevine that one of my friends, the very, very funny Stevie Lou, was ambushed on TV by some TV host. Northside Dave, Westside Dave, what's his name? Oh yeah, Eastside Dave, thank you. Eastside Dave, I don't like my friends being taken advantage of. You have unleashed the wrath of the plague. So watch your back, brother, because when the plague surrounds you, havoc ensues. The plague is coming for you.
Oh man, that's just, you can't make this shit up, folks. The good old days. Some wild dude that I had met in the open mic scene. And I brought him to an East Side Dave show once. And he made that video for me. Best part of that video is at the end when he tells the guy to cut. That's the best part. Husey Entertainment. I literally cried when I heard Ski Mask was dead. Jesus, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't mean to that's terrible. He owed me money. Hit the like button. Jesus Christ, Husey's telling. Trash talks. Wow, that's a tough one. Trash talk troll. Stevie, has anyone ever asked you to tone down the charisma or sex appeal? Don't take advice because some people don't have your best interests in mind. Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Panhandler thought I was trying to Dr. Chow him, and this is a real deal sort of endorsement. Jesse Angel's loving the wall behind. Yeah, thanks. It's a work in progress. We're doing things. We're doing things. We got it going on over here though. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, this is going back to Panhandler. He's been on a heater since declaring he's taking a break from the Davverse last week. That's usually how it works, man. Sorry about that, folks. You know what it is? It's the fucking allergies. No, seriously, it's been springtime in New York City, and as a matter of fact, it's about to start raining here, which should help out with the whole pollen issue and the wildfires and the fires and shit. There was a huge fire in Queens the other day where they burned down a church. They fucking heathens are burning down churches out there, just like the goddamn Republicans said. We're in trouble. Dr. Mega G is calling Panhandler Buckman Handler. Okay. Husey says that he loves that Panhandler went on MLC to talk about how Panhandler is done with MLC. Hey, listen, I love Panny just like anyone else, but I will never forget. Yeah, I guess it's two years ago. Right? And now everyone knows that my timeline is warped as fuck. We saw that earlier. But yeah, I guess it was 2 years ago where I'm downstairs after the hotel room stream with Kevin Brennan. I go have my, scheduled brunch with the Sorcerer and Panhandler. And Panhandler comes down first thing in the morning and he's fired up and he says to me, I'm done with MLC. I will never forget that, man. With 100% pure confidence and a look of pure seriousness, no joke, he looks at me and he goes, "I'm done with MLC after last night." And I just was like, "Oh, God damn it." And we had a wonderful brunch that I would love to recreate sometime soon. I think I was giving him some shit. He gave it back to me, and we ended up like the sorcerer was just there, kind of like, "What the fuck?" As Panhandler and I had some sort of extremely petty bullshit argument about some streaming nonsense. But I mean, if it's not like Kiss's farewell tour with Panhandler and MLC, then what else is going on? MGD says Shmuel is feeling hard right now. Stay cautious. He's fierce. Yeah, I gotta watch my step with Shmuel. I do not want to get Shmueled. So we're Shmueling you. That is fun times, though. That is fun times. L's up indeed. Yeah, barbecue ribs and Panhandler back to back was great. Yeah, true. Barbecue ribs in the house. I guess I'm gonna probably see barbecue ribs on Friday or Saturday, excuse me. Let's talk. Let's talk really quick about next week. I wanted to make a major announcement for all of you in attendance right now. Hit the like button. I know last Rodney's event, let's just say there was some criticism of my stream and my camera work. Let's be very specific here. There were some thoughts on my process and that my professionalism may not have been on par. So I am going to do my best. I shouldn't have a problem with this. I'm going to get like, it's called a gimbal in the business, but I'm going to get a handle that will stabilize the phone for Rodney's coming up this week. And I will stream again live to help those of you who can't make it go along with the fun. Now, I think I should have a little more leeway this time, I'm hoping, since this isn't John's show that we're, crashing. It's Bob's show with Kevin and Chad and the MLC security. We all know that. So I feel like I'll have a better opportunity to capture everything. So I'll get a gimbal, which will keep things steady. That's what that is. It's a steady cam. So I will literally have an upgrade to my setup there. I'm not going to go all Tommy Jordan on us, but I will have hopefully the best coverage of Saturday night, similar to my stream last time at John's show. But this time I will have a better camera job going. I promise you guys, I heard what you had to say. I heard the comments, and I don't want to let you down this time. So let's just say that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, ribs was great. Oh, wow. There are messages coming in for review. Oh, man, I had no idea. Let me see if I could fix that real quick. Can I fix that quick? I did not want that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Fuck. Does anyone know how I fix that quick? Settings? Damn. All right, I'm gonna have to try to fuck with this later. I'm sorry. Damn, that sucks. Sorry. Okay. Let's just, hey, try not to say some crazy shit to make my mods work. I'm not trying to actually make them work here. This is all kind of a joke that I even have mods. They're just meant to like make sure people don't say like doxing shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, I gotta stop doing that. Clay Diddler, Ari Jane devoted her life to stealing her husband's deodorant. Why does she need deodorant so badly? Is she the reason he started the company? Jesus Christ, Clay. God damn, I'm not even going to touch that. Look of the blind. My buddy. Ray is an asexual, just like Fez. Dude is Fez, like in many, many ways. That is quite the theory from Look of the Bind. I like it, man. I'd love to hear you expound on that one. But yeah, I could see it. I can see kind of where you could draw those conclusions. Jesus Christ, do you remember Tracy? Yeah, Tracy was literally like displaying, I think they call it, in the wild. And he was just fucking, no, I can't. Ray could have easily gotten AJ if he didn't keep talking about his bathroom issues. Jesus Christ. Is that true? What? He kept talking about his shit? Okay. Hit the like button. My lost interest was the premier clipper in the golden era of content. So much heat before hyper Buckman-azoidization occurred. Okay, yeah, I mean, I will not disagree with that one bit. I recently went on a My Lost Interest run. All I did was just put My Lost Interest and then Stevie into the search bar, and there are a lot of videos. Here, let's just pull this one up now. Here, this is a short one, only a minute and 30 seconds. So let's watch this. This is great call, Chow. I will say, Chow does get them right sometimes. Let's check this out.
KB, what was the origin? What was I'm not
The
even
origin of
addressing
your
these.
beef with Bobby? Wow, you have to go way back.
Wow, sorry, I don't have
We
time.
got a Stevie.
First of all, I gotta say, Adam Hineker is a fucking 10 out of 10 in the looks category. Like, I'm starting to get chubbed up right now just by looking at this guy. I miss Adam's handsome, good looks.
Bobby
here.
used to work here, then he quit. Hello. He literally quit and they were gonna take me down. And then then they were, playing footsie with 4 o'clock. And then they're like, we're gonna do a show at 4 o'clock every fucking day. And I'm like, okay. And then my numbers went up. And then when my views went up, their views went up too magically. Their views went up magically. And then when I pointed that out, they're like they predicted that I would buy views that day, and then I did.
What's got you laughing, Stevie?
Yeah, I blame
I can't
Chad.
wait to hear. I can't
to
wait
be
to hear
honest.
Stevie's take on this.
I blame
Stevie,
Chad.
something to do with this.
Stevie, don't try to get something going. Happy holidays.
Shut your mouth, Chubbs.
Yeah, not around the
Listen,
Stevie.
I know you're.
No,
gonna
let's
be dealing
focus
with
on.
it.
Let's focus
Steve,
on Chuli.
Calm
No
down. I know
fighting.
you're trying to make a name for yourself, Stevie. Calm down.
Stevie, seriously, don't
for
fight
you?
with Chad. Just let's
Yeah,
focus on Chuli.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've seen worst acting in one of
Okay.
Chad's fucking.
Zing. Here we go. We got it, Stevie.
Leave Chad alone. Just focus
I
on
didn't say
Chuli.
anything.
I don't
I
want
was
to.
just
I don't want
talking
to.
about
trying
Chuli.
so hard.
I don't want to dilute. I don't want to dilute the.
Look
the
what I got
issues.
going. I got a rivalry going with Chad.
Dude, a man in a wheelchair made you look like his bitch the other day on this.
The other day.
Oh,
Ah,
man, what a
Stevie, you
hostility.
fucking dummy.
Oh man, I was angry. Jesus, you could just see I was a different person back then. But look at this one. Jesus Christ. Look
I
at,
mean, I know that I
We've
know
been
you
friends
as
for a long
Stevie.
time. You know my name is Stephen Lewis, right? And your name is Ray DeVito, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So the other day, did you reach out to the guy that assaulted me, knowing that I was involved in his case? You knowingly
look at Ray's
reached out to
face.
him, contacted him. You said there was a guy named Mark Lewis that also reached out to you about this to contact that guy. Is that true?
He put him he was like, hey, he wants to do the podcast. He was gonna do MLC, and it didn't work
that I was
out.
part
That
of an investigation, and you knowingly contacted the person that was in that.
I didn't contact him. I never
Or
contacted
no,
him.
you worked with someone named Mark Lewis. Can you say that openly? You can say that guy Mark Lewis gave you the contact.
No, I'm not. I'm not. All right. All right. If you're being like weird and trying to get like people,
No weird stuff. All right. Let's not just turn this into a. That was a classic too. Look at this. Jesse Angel. She knew Panhandler before he was famous. Stevie, anyone ever tell you that you're a great actor? Well, I mean, it sounds like you did just here, pal. And if you really want, I got something for your ass. I got something for that ass. Just to stick it to you, motherfuckers. I'm doing it.
Give me a dollar.
End scene. Thank you, Oliver. Olive moniker. Dee. Stevie, I notice it takes you a while to answer posts. Are you using a delay because you don't trust yourself with obscenities? Where's the cat, Victoria? The kitty cats are hungry for sure. Actually, if I open this door, they'll fucking watch. Yeah, one of them's right here because it's breakfast time for the Bobos. So I'm gonna have to actually take a quick break for just a few minutes, but I will be back. Here, look, one of them's already coming in because she's like, "What the fuck, dude? It's well past our 9 o'clock breakfast time." So let me just catch up with the chat. We'll do this. I'm gonna catch up with the chat. And then I'm going to play a My Lost Interest video, a short one, while I go grab the kitties' breakfast. Okay? If you haven't heard already, no Be Dabbling Live today. Be Dabbling Live is not airing this morning. JT the Watcher was in my chat earlier, gave us all the heads up that Be Dabbling Live will not be on today. So you're stuck with me. I guess Cardiff is going to go on till at 11. So I would say hang out here. We got a chat going. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. This is Saturday morning. Sometimes I'm doing Sunday mornings. As a matter of fact, with Dan not being on, I just jumped in his slot here. I'm usually doing Sundays. I think that's kind of what works best for me right now. But we'll see. That can all change. Just you see, I got this beautiful backdrop going on now. So clearly, I'm probably going to start streaming more. So do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the fucking notification bell, hit the like button. Let's catch up with this chat real quick. Get up to speed. I'll hit you with the my lost interest, and then I'll be back to hang and do it to it. Okay. I got to stop doing that to the mic. I'm sorry. Grindle in the business, not a Jim Grindle, I hope. I don't know what that means. Oh, gimbal. Yeah, haha. There we go. Funny. Yeah, here we go. If NJ Ranger doesn't flex his piece at Chad and Rodney's, he's a barrel wussy. That's incredible. I mean, like sometimes you just think that things can't get stranger, and J Ranger pulling out his concealed carry permit yesterday on air. That I didn't have that on my fucking bingo card, as they say. Production quality is costly but affordable. May Deuce be production quality or do not bother? I don't know. Okay. What are you attempting to fix? Oh yeah, I was trying to fix the moderation level on the comments. Jesse. I'm officially drunk on duty. Jesse, take the wheel. Honky Tonk, Tennessee. Okay. YouTube is fucking up. Yeah, I think I have to go in and change the moderation level on comments, and I will do that. Yeah, listen, if there's one piece of advice I could give to NJ Ranger, and I don't see him in the chat, shame on him. But I would say this: take that suit that you wore to Rodney's last time, and let's go to a tailor, and let's get that thing just taken in a little bit, and just let's get it to fit your body, because the whole boxy sort of look to the suit is never. I mean, listen, this is coming from a guy who wears Merlot leggings, so I mean, I'm no stranger to style, but he did look pretty dapper. But pretty dapper and dapper are two different things, you know. So let's put a little extra effort in there, kid, and you're almost there. And then I guess bring the strap or whatever whatever Dr. Mega G is suggesting. Uh-huh. Wow, look at this. Husey, it's all relative. You think Christian Blatt has aura. Jesus Christ. How many days before Rodney's does Kevin bail? I don't think Kevin's going to bail on Rodney's. People are now saying that they don't think, or they think I don't think he'll bail on going. I don't think he's going to perform. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he'll show up, and I think he'll perform. Yeah, I was fucking angry, and I was young too. Africa Kenyatta did raise some views. That's true, Jackie. Yeah, I guess Chad was calling me weird. Trash talk troll. I respect Stevie. He invited me to a bar for a drink. 2 minutes of me talking. He got up and said, I can't do this. He tossed a 20 on the bar and walked out. I mean, sometimes you just got to do it, you know? That's Tommy McNulty there. Whenever Ray gets called out for being a scumbag, he says no weird stuff. That is true. Number one. Nightmare fuel for weeks. Stevie, have you ever smoked CBD, bud? Yeah, I have. You can get some really good stuff out there. How can you not feed them first? Yeah, that is true. That is kind of cruel of me. They can eat whenever. They usually eat around 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's a little before, sometimes it's a little after. So they're in their range. They'll be fine. Stevie, thoughts on Dave Sarah snatching Granny's ID out of spite in Vegas? I didn't hear that one, Dablin E. That's a fucking spy report for me. Where did that news come out? Is that real? I know that Granny lost his ID, but Dave Sarah stole Granny's ID. Why does Stevie have a picture of Karmic's sex mask over his right shoulder? Yeah, is that what that is there? Can we watch one of your longer films? Yeah, the one that I have that's longer, you can't watch it on YouTube. You can't watch it on YouTube. But you can go to cuckisland.com and check that out. Big show on tonight. Mr. Kill knows. I don't know what that means. Send everyone to Jake's stream when you quit. Please explain the motivation behind the clip we just watched. Are you mad at KB? No. Wow, Terry Nee's birthday is a week from today. Terry Nee, my man. We had the same conversation about your gig last week. Yeah, I fucked that up. Lou W, that's true. Stevie, thoughts on Dave Sarah snatched Granny's ID out of spite in Vegas because he was disgusted and pissed at Granny for stealing his $20. Okay, so it sounds like it was a little tit for tat. Oh wow, check this out. People are asking, is Rocco sick? Did he catch the gay at Hackamania? I mean, we all knew that Rocco was gay before Hackamania, so Stevie, can we get an advance list on who will be banned from Rodney's to save us from taking a needless journey? Some fans are blocked by numerous people who will be on the stage and work the club. Yeah, Tommy, I mean, that's probably not a good thing, right? I mean, listen, Tommy, what you can always do is you can get one of those old man masks that Tommy Jordan had. And I think that's a way about this. Get a very realistic looking latex mask. And I don't think I'd be able to tell. So, one way or another, man, it's up to you to figure this out, not me. Trolls on a Saturday have nothing to do. How sad. Is something going on? Are we getting... Okay. Nosferatu hands. Yeah, it's true. All right. Okay. I'm going to leave you guys with a quick little clip here. And go feed them kitty cats real quick. Power to you. Just don't hide. You're not worth the fucking... This is a...
Stop it. You're friends.
Trip down memory lane.
I bring you guys together.
Who?
You and Quadfather.
Me and Squidworth?
Stop it. You're friends.
Squidward. You don't even watch SpongeBob enough to know the name correctly. Yeah, there you go. I'll help you out.
You're right. You're Squidworthless. I'm sorry. I should have.
You worked it out.
It's funny how it's brainless and legless in the PM. You guys are doing a great job, though. But yeah, really funny how
this guy, I predicted it. He had his little thing, and now
I asked KB last night. You were there. You might have heard him say, "Yeah, you should absolutely, absolutely, you should go after him." And I was like, "Yeah, let's go that route." You're right.
So I predicted it.
Kevin Brennan's correct. You didn't predict shit. Kevin Brennan said I should, and I did.
He was going to go on every
Stevie Lewis could be a little bitch, and that's all he came on here to do is.
All right, hang on, Quad. I'm gonna you just I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him.
Your wife's a hook nose whore. Fuck that bitch. She's gonna get by 10 fucking better dudes than you tonight. Enjoy. What else you got? What else you got? Nice house coat you got there, fucking fruity ass bitch.
Quad, I don't like people talking over each other. Like, just everyone be cool.
He has a problem with that where he can't.
No, it's fine.
He can't walk.
No, I'm very good at it, actually.
Yeah. Hey, Quad, let's get into this really quick.
Yeah, what misinformation do you want to spread? Oh, did you text me last night, you lying piece of shit? You said you did. You lied. There's the first lie. You want to start with that one?
When I could talk, let me know when that can happen.
Yeah, when you want to stop lying, talk.
Okay. Hey, Quad, you're on federal disability right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. If you receive any sort of earnings personally, it would reduce your disability.
That's why it's all above board, buddy.
Right now, what you're doing is you're screwing hard-paying American taxpayers like me. You're a scumbag who literally sucks the life out of actual working people by hiding your income with podcasting. So you are one of the lowest scumbag form of complete sucking the life out of real Americans. Quad, if you want to be real, because you've been real about me. So now I'm not talking about your family no more. I'm talking about you.
But
finally, you stopped talking about my family. No, I don't. Nope, I do not hide money.
Are you a leech?
I do not hide money.
Okay, so let me ask you, when you were setting up the super chats, you said, I can't accept the money personally.
Correct. I can't accept it.
You said that. Okay. So you are hiding, buddy. You're admitting right now on air to hiding how you receive income because you are on federal disability.
I'm not saying that at all.
Nothing that I've ever done is as low as a scumbag you are for using public assistance. You jumped out of a tree like an asshole, and now you're leeching out of my tax dollars that I work hard for.
Says you.
Hiding. You should not be paid what you get paid normally.
Says you.
What you make on podcasting now. So you want to be a guy, and now I'm going to be real with you.
Says you.
You are a cheat, a liar, a tax cheat, and I hope that this gets out there, honestly, that
it just did. You just said it.
Who cares about
it's all good. It's all above board. I don't even give a fuck.
It's all above board. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It is. It is.
So tell me how it all works then, above board.
But why
would I explain anything to you?
You have a channel that you started, that you're in charge of, and you get money for it. And do you claim that money? Do you claim that money on your taxes or no?
I don't
allegedly.
Do you claim that money on your taxes?
I don't want to get into anyone's money situation, Stevie.
It's too late. It already has been said.
I already
he
said
knows.
to him, I don't want to.
You're not answering the question, Quad.
All right.
It's above board. How?
I don't want that.
It's above board. That's all you need to know.
How?
Both you guys. All right. I wanted Stevie on. I thought I was going to try to.
You are an actual criminal. So this is going to be really weird for you if you want to keep going.
Nothing's weird for me, and nothing you're saying right now is even worried. I'm 0% worried about anything you said. The only thing you said yesterday is what bugged me. Anything you're saying now means nothing.
Listen, if you could start making money off of talking about me, then more power to you. Just don't hide it from the government. Just don't hide it from the government. Pay your taxes like an American. That's all I said.
Just say something funny for once. That's all. Just say something funny one time. Just once.
Wait, you made claims about my wife, you stupid fuck.
And the green card thing I saw on Discord. It's hilarious.
You stupid fuck.
No,
I'm talking about the real though. I'm talking about you really cheating tax. Me and my wife have a actual life occurrence of love. He's a
What?
bitch and he can't let
The
people
fuck?
talk. So this
What?
isn't gonna
That's
work
all right.
What was I just saying? What the fuck did I just say?
I'm
Oh, I
talking
don't-
about you really cheating tax. Me and my wife have a actual
Oh, okay.
life.
Wow. My wife. Stevie Lou is the Davverse. Nick Shirley exposing fraud. Yeah, man. I totally forgot about that. This is a great comment right here. Terry Nee. Poor Ray is Reginald Denny, wishing the best of people while getting beat up. Yeah. He just wants everybody to get along. Unbelievable. Well, hello, Stevie. Can you please tell me why you are reading this so slow? Today, Junior. I guess it's just a rainy, nasty, cold spring day in New York City, and I just don't have it today. Like the speedy energy. Peppy Stevie is not here. He's not with us in the room today. Quad is Somali? Who knew? Yeah. Ray is a survivor. Wow, Quad, be better. Stevie's not into paying dumbass tax. Yeah. Isn't Ray also on government disability? Shit, I don't know. Listen, exactly. Let's say what needs to be said. LOL, 3 fucking dorks. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. This is the right answer. This is the right answer, folks. I think I lost a lot of goodwill, a lot of good momentum that I had built up over time in that moment right there that we just watched. Me going after Quad like that and bringing up the money shit and letting him get to me that much. I exposed myself for being a little bit fucking emotional. That was my way back then. I was a lot more quick to fucking jump off the handle. Oh man, this is crazy. Me coming back and talking, I'm losing numbers. I feel like people were happier just watching the My Lost Interest clip. This was all Dr. Chow's idea. Get Bobo's to Rodney's. Let's get Bobo to Rodney's. Hey, what's up?
Doing good.
What are you doing Saturday, a week from today?
What's Saturday? The 5th?
Second.
Second. Don't know. Why you ask?
There's something going on at Rodney's, the old Dangerfields. There's going to be a comedy show. Bob Levy's going to be there. Kevin Brennan.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely join you.
All right. Sounds like you're in. I'll meet you over at Rodney's. I'll get you the time, but let's say like 7:30. Wear something nice. Dress up a little bit, all right? You don't have to get up too dressed up, but something a little extra, Wear your best Met shirt. All right, pal. Have a good day, all right? Tell your mom I said hi. Later. Here you go. Exclusive spy report. Daniel Bobo Kurlin will be there at Rodney's next weekend. Immediately. I mean, it feels like a better word. Okay. Bobo's in the house. Oh my God, look at this. I'm just losing people left and right. Good thing Husey is here. I forgot to rewatch his show from the other day. Bye. Look at that. JT the Watcher says, I might take the train in for Rodney's now that Bobo will be there. And that's 100% true. Mick E. C. Daniel sells tickets. Cheers. JD, we would love to see you, buddy. It's a Saturday too, man. It's an easy thing. The one thing I will say, and I don't want to like rain on anybody's parade, but the weather is looking just okay this week. I wish it could have been one of those fucking really nice spring weekends like we had. We had some really great weather in New York, but it's on the downswing right now, and what are you gonna do? We're not here for the fucking flowers, and let's just come on through, have a good time. Here comes the pre. Don't blow it. You got 40 viewers. Yeah, I know this is pretty big for me. I'm holding it down probably till sometime around 10:30, maybe 11. We'll see what we can do. We're gonna keep fucking around with you here. No be dabbling live today, so we'll go through 10 o'clock when I would normally kick it over to be dabbler, but since he is not on, please, you know what, go out and spread the word. No be dabbling live today, so watch this instead. No be dabbling. Watch this. I'm just posting on X real quick. Twitter. And if everyone else can go out there and just spread the word, just say, no be dabbling today, watch this instead, and post my link. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, but listen, I did notice that flights are supposedly not too expensive for New York City right now. Coming from out west is what I've heard. So if you didn't make it to Hackamania and you felt like you missed out, this could be your chance to get in on some action in person. It sounds like tickets are selling well too, so we should have a nice little crowd going. And when the real ones get together, it's a good time. We had a great time at Rodney's for John. I think basically this Rodney's is going to be similar to the last one, but like no dorks this time. You know, you're not going to get your Carl. You're not going to get your Vince the lawyer. You're not going to get your Zenhauser, I don't think. So we'll like cut the fat off of that last event, and it may not be as psychotic in the room with people screaming and people jumping on stage and ripping papers. It should be just more of a regular actual comedy show, which you couldn't say about the last one. The last one was a fucking shit show. Well, Kumia Bidar, he does his shy in New York and Sundays from Husey Entertainment. He doesn't do it every Sunday. I think he does it one Sunday a month up in New York. I don't know if it's that weekend that he'll be here, but if that is the case, I mean, I don't see why not. Are you doing 5 minutes? Let's just say jump and slash that I'll be ready to do twice that. They want to give me 10. I got that locked and loaded. As a matter of fact, I was ready to do 10 for my show that didn't happen last week or 2 weeks ago now at this point or whatever. So I still got that. I could more or less just basically give you all that set that I was gonna do and let it fly. I think it's pretty solid too. So if they want to give me some time next weekend, I'll take it. And if they say they don't have it, if it's not in the cards, that's fine too. I could just I'd assume that they would have some stage time, but I don't want to pull this sort of Ray DeVito sort of hot shot bullshit move and demand anything. I don't expect to get paid, and I don't expect any time. I will take it if I can get it, though. Why not? A lot of you have never seen me perform on stage, and I would love to show off. Stevie gets into all the gigs posing as security. It's true. Will Tojo be there? I don't see how Tommy wouldn't be there unless he's, I guess, got work or whatever. But we can find out. I'm sure. This is the week leading up to the event. We'll get all that hammered out. I know you're just trying to find out. Give yourself an extra reason to come down. I guess if Tommy's going to be there, you want to hang out with Tommy. JT, is that what's happening? Yeah, maybe Ray could have bumped me, which would be fucked. Whoa, Stevie and Bobo can do that act at live gigs. Listen, Bobo has his own stand-up. I've actually written a set for Daniel. As a matter of fact, I think I could possibly show you guys the set that I wrote for Danny Boy that he performed. Can I do this? Let's see. Hold on. Pretty sure I uploaded it. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second here. Because I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this video exists. And it's great. Last time, the time Bobo was on, it was 9/11. He did stand up on 9/11, which you gotta love. But yeah, you know what? It was so long ago. Oh, here, found it. All right, you guys are in for a major treat. I'm going to play for you. This has rarely been seen. So, oh, wow. We just lost a shit ton of, I don't know what happened to our view count, but whatever. The few, the proud, the many that are here right now, I want you to hit the like button, throw the L up, and I am going to show you folks, which has not been seen by many eyes. This was a set at Brooklyn Comedy Club in New York City, performed by the one and only Daniel Bobo Kurlin, that he and I had worked on together, and I more or less, I kind of wrote the set and coached him through how to perform the set. So let's give this a quick rip. This is fun. Burp. It's not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. All right. Good.
Glad you all made it out here. I know it can be a depressing time for you, for some people. Yeah. Today, but I have to say, I'm sure you've all heard of that monkeypox shit going on lately. Well, I got something worse. I got monkey dox. Yeah, that's right. A primate found out my address and posted it on the internet. That shit's bananas. I work for a shipping company. I can't say the name, but it rhymes with poo PS. At my job, there's a sign, danger out on a job accident. Well, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but I reset that counter. I shit my pants while loading a truck. My company's slogan and advertisement says, "What can Brown do for you?" Well, you know what Brown can do for me? Get me a new pair of pants and a clean pair of underwear. Here at Stevie Lou, he did Hey, but not too loud. The guy's been smoking a lot of crack. He might get startled easily. Not that long ago, had to get a physical. You know, they had to make sure everything was okay. My doctor was telling me I need to ease up on the trans fats. I said, hey, you're a bit homophobic. I got my Chips Ahoy, my choice.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. The fact the crowd is just going along with it, it really makes this was one of my fucking proudest moments. I am like tearing up over here and laugh with laughter. This is just such a brilliant performance. And I am just so happy that the audience again was doing it. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mega G. I spent some time on those, and the thing was he got it and he went along with it, and that's why it really works. It's not him just parroting. He actually internalized this, and you know this was like I literally met with him twice, I want to say, before this. And like one day we sat down. I had wrote a bunch of jokes, and then I sat down with him at a bar and I talked them through with him because he had a bunch of his own jokes, and most of them were dog shit. But I wanted to work one or two of his own jokes into his set, and I tightened them up a little bit. So we sat down, we hammered it out, and then I brought him over again and had him rehearse it, and he had it. I had him I tried to explain to him where to pause and where to let it soak in, and he more or less was able to fucking follow the direction, and he got the assignment, man. So Let's finish up that thing here.
And then I proceeded to say, Black Olives Matter!
Oh, I stomped on that joke here. This is such a dumb joke, but.
Fats, I said, hey, you're a bit homophobic. I got, it's my Chips Ahoy, my choice. And then I proceeded to say, Black Olives Matter. I had one.
I'm sorry, man. Black olives matter. It could be one of the greatest jokes I've ever written because it's literally, I figured it out one day looking at the word black olives. You take the O off, it's black lives. So, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Maybe it's the weed, but that's just fucking.
One of those strange dreams last night. I'm sure you've all had that dream when you're in your high school days. Well, I had one of those dreams about my high school days. Crazy part was, I was getting straight A's, and I was on the honor roll and fucking the prom queen and her friends. Me and my mom, not that long ago, were watching TV, and there was this commercial for life insurance featuring Joe Namath. You guys all know about Broadway Joe, football player. Yeah. Well, I have to say, man, I feel like times have fallen tough on this guy. I mean, you go from having every woman in America wanting to suck your dick to having dentures and doing commercials for old people products.
All right, so I have to break this one down there. So that's one of his jokes. And that was one of his jokes that I was like, all right, listen, you can let it rip, buddy, and even though it didn't really make the greatest sense structurally as a joke, it was his joke. I said, fucking go for it. The best part of that was how he just, like, one of the things I told him, don't just go joke to joke to joke. Take some time in between jokes. As a matter of fact, a little trick, go and take a sip of beer in between jokes every once in a while. That's just a way to remind yourself to take your time. It's an old trick that I used to use back when I was doing stand-up. So the way that he did it, though, it was so mechanical and odd, and the timing was just so not normal that made it even funnier, so that shit joke that he told suddenly became very funny because the punchline was more how he took a big slug of beer after it. So that's just like how comedy, because like I was sitting there watching him bomb on the Joe Namath joke, knowing that it was going nowhere, and then seeing him take that fucking drink of beer and see the audience going nuts, or not nuts, but reacting positively, very positively. Like if you look at this clip here, I'm going to pull this up here. Like there's this couple in the front row, the African-American couple, and the whole front row have no idea who Bobo is. I can tell you that with 100% certainty that no one in the front row knows who Bobo is. Those people were just coming to a comedy show that we had been advertising. I had a monthly Sunday show in a really nice part of town. So we basically just sold tickets to these people. So like if you go back and watch this, they are loving this the whole time. They have no idea who he is or what his deal is. So that was like one of the proudest things of this, is that we were able to not only get the people behind them are all Compound Media fans and MLC fans and shit. We had a bunch of really good people, and my friends even who know Bobo and are into this sort of shit on the side. So they're dying. Big A, you can hear Big A laughing in the background. But that was the more proud moment for me, is that these people up front are cracking up. So let's go back. That little beer sip is just fucking killer.
Times have really changed in this.
Yeah, here we go.
Products. I have to say,
So good.
times have really changed in this city since most of my life growing up here. I used to be afraid of falling asleep on the train and missing my stop. Now I'm afraid of falling asleep on a train and getting mugged and groped. But hey, at least it costs $2.75 to get lucky. Of course, today happens to be 9/11, and we can never forget. I mean, I remember how scary it was when I was seeing the smoke from the towers not far from where I was living at the time in Woodside. Well, I wish they would say the same thing about my house keys, where I left them.
Yeah. I feel bad. I'm in the background there. Yeah, he totally fucking fumbled that joke. Which, listen, he had just ripped off 6 or 7 bangers back to back to back, and then he lost a little steam after the Joe Namath joke didn't really hit, but he got the laugh. And then this 9/11 joke I thought was an amazing setup, because he had them kind of like on the edge of their seat, and then he was supposed to work never forget into where he left his house keys, and he just didn't complete the pass there. But whatever. He's got 30 seconds left. See how he finishes this shit.
Hey, cheers to all of you. You guys did a wonderful job being in the audience. That one went down the wrong pipe. My ass pipe. But really, this has been as much fun as getting a hand job from a burn victim. Thank you.
Man, that was just pure brilliance, I gotta say. What do you think? I think I underestimated this Stevie fella. Could Bobo take Shmuel in a fight? Bobo is a peacemaker. Punchlines are overrated. True. Stevie, you can put my positive review on all your future work box art. If questioned, I will lie for you. Thank you. These edibles still got me fucked up from last night. True. Front row, Godfrey, Jesse Angel, Pretty Antisocial, Canoe, Matt Mead, Gino. True. He's not wrong. He's not lying. Banned from the show. Boo boo. Yeah, it was kind of ironic that he forgot the line that was never forget. Very true. Very true. Smooth discount. Yeah, no, he did really land that. I was like kind of terrified because it sounded like he was freezing up there at the end. But yeah, he was doing a little bit of act outs too. That was kind of risky, telling him that he should pretend to choke on the beer and then tell the audience that it went down the wrong pipe, his shit pipe. I just thought that's just fucking, seeing him say that sort of shit. Stevie Views, that's right. NJ Ranger, we were talking about you earlier. You're going to have to go back. But bottom line is we got to get that suit tailored before Saturday. Get it taken in. And maybe get yourself a pair of like leather shoes. And then lock and load, baby. Lock and load. Dr. Mega G says, what's with redheads and cortisol maxing? Haley going mental this week. Yeah, that's one thing you didn't see coming out of Hackamania. That this pretty antisocial lady was going to just fucking completely melt down and shit the bed all over Penny and the big dork of all things. But yeah, she's taking some shots. She's dropped down the top 200 list, steadily declining, which you never want to see from a performer, but still doing her thing. I will give her credit. She's still got the, filters going. She's got the AI prompts feeding her notes. So she'll be all right. She's got those two things. Those are her strong suits. So what's that video where the dude with the funny accent voice complains about the violin player? One of my favorite clips of all time. It's Jim Stansel. Let's get this one going. Why not?
Yeah, you suck. How dare you ruin it for everybody else? Get out! No! No, you go. I'm not going anywhere, shithead. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Get out!
Shithead's such a good insult. I've always been a big fan of shithead. You stupid piece of shit.
You know, Oz, stop.
Look at this. Lady KB in the house. Good morning, Lady KB. Oh, look at this. NJ Ranger way ahead of you. All right. I guess should I make sure that my tuxedo is also ironed?
You're a mediocre piece of shit. You can't even play. You suck. I've been playing 41 years. You suck. I'm a left-handed guitarist. You suck. No! 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 You go. Get the fuck out.
This guy's nuts. That'll gag. And thank you, Lady KB. Yes, I threw him up recently. We got to show love to all the bands that I love so dearly. I got a little bit of Fish, got the Grateful Dead, I got Joe Russo. Oh no, that's Phil Ash and Friends. This is the duo behind me, the Disco Biscuits, a Lennon Claypool Experience, and then Ween. This one over here is a Ken Kesey poster. And then there you got Washington Square Park. You got Dave Chappelle and some other dudes hanging out. That's my background rundown. I've got all these other concert posters too. That was my thing for a while, getting super dubed up at concerts and buying posters. So I got a whole collection. Yeah. Look at this. The doctor is dropping science, as they say. Cortisol has replaced clout as the main drug in the dab. Jesus. I agree. Listen, I'm seeing that some other fuckface might be going live right now. So this might be a perfect time for me to take my leave. I have not been to Red Rocks before, Lady KB. I do owe myself a visit. Um, we shall see. I got to get out to Colorado. I've got some friends out there, and yeah, I could use a Ray DeVito poster up on that wall. That's for sure. Yeah, Lady KB. I mean, New York City, we are blessed with a lot of concerts in general and a lot of good concert venues. But I will say nothing meets the aesthetic of Red Rocks. You absolutely got us beat when it comes to naturally beautiful venues. New York has got a whole lot on the Colorado region, but Red Rocks is absolutely a mecca of sorts that I have yet to experience, and I gotta get over there sooner than later. I will certainly let you know when I do finally make it out there. I know you've, I believe, I mean, I know Jim Stansel, speaking of which, has met you out there before when he's gone to shows. I don't know if you went to the show with them or whatever, but that is an absolute true statement. Ah, wow, look at this. Captain Deadfool in the house says, "Damn, doggy." Deadfool just hit me up with a very nice, generous donation. That is incredible. Thank you very much, Mr. C. Um, I will absolutely shoot some over to Bobo. We'll get him. I'm going to take Bobo out to dinner next week on Deadpool. So let's just leave it at that. Thank you, sir. It's very nice to always hear from the one and only Deadpool, who, if you didn't know, when I did have my boxing match against Ryan Katsu Rivera, who I was just thinking about today that I got to give him a shout. We are become very good pals since that fight. I was 100% sponsored by Deadpool. As a matter of fact, I wore a Team Deadpool robe into the ring, and Deadpool had been supporting my boxing endeavors. He had helped me purchase like some gear, some headgear, and some shoes, and I also got a lesson out of it from Deadpool. So I think that's what really put me over the edge. And as a matter of fact, Deadpool, I wanted to let you know that I recently moved and was going through a lot of shit and haven't been boxing much lately at all and don't have any plans to do any more fights in the ring. So I went over to the local boxing gym, which seemed like one of these like legit rough and tumble boxing gyms, and I dropped off some of that gear that I had gotten that only got used for that fight back that Ski Mask had commentated for so many years ago now. But I did go and just drop off those slightly used boxing gear to the local boxing gym as a donation. So just to let you know, that stuff ended up finding a good home after its use, which is always good to hear. Husey Entertainment's like Husey Entertainment, like when he calls everyone else losers. Yeah. Potato went live. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Husey, you can't beat Stancil in a foot race either. You can't teach that kind of speed. Yeah, Stancil is an athlete. That's not anything that I could ever take away from him. He was an what do you say, all-American lacrosse athlete. Look at that. KB says, now I'm going to go there and hike today. Listen, I'm going to throw up this quick video for Lady KB in honor of Red Rocks. This is for Lady KB here. don't know if you've seen this dude. You probably have seen this dude, Lady KB. Why is there no volume? Okay. Check this shit out. Okay. This guy is oh, this fucking guy, man. Lady KB, that's got to be you today. I want to see you fucking head over to Red Rocks and do the stairs. What a fucking maniac. This is Lady KB doing her morning workout at Red Rocks. He's doing it backwards. That's nuts. This one looks like he's in the Matrix doing it backwards like that. What the fuck, dude? Dude, what the fuck? But yeah, I got to get to Red Rocks, I guess. Yeah, the world would be a better place if there were more David Chandlers. He is a good man. Docs the amount. We wouldn't do that. There's no need. It was very generous, though. God damn. That just changed my whole outlook on the day, to be honest. That's how, see, this is the kind of thing, man. This is what David does, or Mr. Fool does, man. He can splash a little gauge around and really, make an impact on folks, whether you're mashing your genitals into the bottom of a tea person or you're wearing a bikini. We're just taking Bobo out to dinner. One of these. I think it's time we gave back to Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, I think we are trying to give back to Deadpool. And look at this nice podcast. Stupid, my buddy Mersh versus Buckman. Who you got? Yeah, this is a tough one to call because I got love for both of these two dudes, but I don't think Buckman knows what he's getting himself into when it comes to Mersh. And I think he might be in a little over his head. And this is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. Yeah, we did try to promote that fight a lot. And it wasn't just Ski dropping the ball. There was a lot of things we tried to pull off. Look at this. Dan Bibley says, I know all about you. That's true. He does. That's terrifying to know. Okay, now that Melton's gone, is Flimsy Greenberg the new fattest streamer in the dab? Yeah, Flimsy, man. If you're listening, man, we got to get you back into like fighting shape. We got to get that beach bod back on you. People are worried. But hopefully Flimsy will be there this weekend or next weekend, excuse me. Would love to have Flimsy out. It's been a while since I've seen the boy. I'd love to smoke one up with the Flims dog. His obesity is a slump. Jesus Christ. Bro, I get winded just walking up those motherfuckers. Yeah, that is true. It's some serious elevation up there in Red Rocks. What an absolute legend. Yeah, I guess we could all say rest in peace, Melton. Okay. Olive wants to pay Deadpool. Literally pay Deadpool. Sam Bidley calling me out. But what are you going to do? All right. I'm running out of steam. Tater is live. If you want to go over to Cardiff Electric, is there any way for me to send you guys over there? I don't know how to do all that shit. Yeah, I have no idea how to do any sort of rating. So we're just gonna call it a night, a day. It was a wonderful afternoon hanging with you. Afternoon, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the wheels just the wheels just really fall off this shit quick after some time. I had a wonderful morning hanging out with you beautiful folks. It was a wonderful time chatting with y'all. I guess, yeah. And Bimbley says that when the stream is over, send us all to hell. You go straight to hell, boy. Please do go over to here. Listen, let's watch one more thing before we get out of here. I got something for you guys. Feel like watching Angry Stevie has been fun for us. So this just came up. This is a classic from the archive here. This is fun. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to watch old videos, have a little fun with it, mess around with the chat. But let's take a trip down memory lane with this one.
Just said, am I stupid?
Yeah.
Just said, I want to have sex with my mother-in-law.
They hear everything out there.
Go on. When you
Wait, what happened?
smoke enough weed, you have super.
Oh, right. So what do you just smoke weed, right?
You're gonna flip the desk over. Look out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, flip the desk
You want
over.
to start some shit, buddy? Is this where we want to go, or should I just go give Kevin the beer and walk off? What do we want to do?
You can't have a
my,
thing.
Can I have my rebuttal?
Your rebuttal to my comments?
To what? Okay.
Hey, Pat,
Okay.
Pat, all right. Like,
Go
listen.
for it.
So you're prescribed Adderall, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Never mind.
I had
It's
no
not gonna work.
idea.
No, Pat's gonna be a faggot. I'm sorry. I gotta walk out.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus
What?
Christ. Wow. This was on Compound Media back then.
I mean, seems like it's out there.
No, but okay.
But
So
yeah, what kind of psychopathic shithead doctor
That's not
is
a way to
giving you
start that.
pills? I'm curious because, like, if you're out there assaulting people because of some psychotic lie that you're trying to tell
Should
this
have got
audience
my own beer.
about the fucking the virginity that you
I
took,
had no idea this was
bro,
coming.
you are a bullshitter like I've never seen. You think you're fucking some sort of poetic loser? What? Well, how terrible was your upbringing that you can't respect a single woman in your life, and then when you got to be a man, you sucker punch people? How fucking terrible was your Southern upbringing that your mother and your father never taught you how to be a man or how to respect a woman? Go ahead. Now you go. Now you go.
You've asked me like 15 questions.
Fucking open your mouth.
Not wrong.
Load the plate a little high.
what do you think
Oh,
about
Mario Bosco's here. Just in
God.
a nick
You
of,
know what? We'll do this some other time, Pat. Go fuck yourself, you loser.
just in a nick of time.
Wow, man.
Oh my God!
That guy's really mouthy for a drug dealer.
Look what fell out of a bench.
Hey, no, come on.
Yeah,
Wait,
Stevie-
there's so
yeah,
much
Stevie's
going
a drug
on
dealer.
here.
Yeah.
I want to leave my own fucking guest host spot.
Hey,
I
Mario,
totally
how
forgot
are you?
about the Stevie Lou situation.
Oh, man. Fucking Bob Levy picking up Mario Bosco at the end there. Like he's a little doll. Man, those were the days. We were all drinking back then, if you didn't know. I'd like to excuse my behavior in that last clip and blame it on alcohol. All of us were doing the alcohol back then. Yeah, but that's a classic one. Damn. Haven't seen that one in a while. All right. It's been real hanging with you folks. Go watch The Potato. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. See you next Saturday. If you're going to be in town, hit me up. Like I said, I'll get the upgrades to the camera so that we'll be streaming all the hilarity outside Rodney's, outside and inside, just like last time. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.